Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Eternal Flames. This is Blaze speaking. Okay. So last time we were here, Tri was with us, and we managed to get some of this place built. However, we still got a little ways to go. We need to get more wood. We need to probably explore some more and actually find new materials. But we did manage to get the forge up and running. Now, this is not the greatest building ever. There is a lot that we still need to do, and frankly, I think it's still going to take us a little while. However, we'll get to that when we get to that. First things first is we need to start securing some more building areas and things like that, and while Tri's not here, I think we can probably accommodate for at least a couple of things. One thing we definitely need to do is at some point or another, we need to build a ranch. Now, along with the ranch, we also need to go in and like get farming and all that going. So that's a thing. And I'm not sure if I ever mentioned it, so I'll mention it now. If we go into our timeline, we've actually got it set to 30 days per month. So time will move a bit slower for us than it will for you guys. Also means that when winter hits, oh, is winter gonna hit? It's gonna hit like a Mack truck. So we do have time, but we don't have the greatest of time. So yeah, that's a thing. Okay, so it doesn't look like we have a shovel. This ingot hasn't been messed with yet. Maybe that should be on our to-do list. We also need to make sure we get all these metals and stuff put away as well. There is so much to do. So I guess let's get started. Okay. Also, I know I mentioned a while back that we were going to have people coming in. That is still true, but it's taking a while for us to get things properly set up. Is it taking time? Okay, there's charcoal. Let's save the charcoal because we actually need that for a later date. Okay, stick that in and boom. I don't think we're going to need that much coal, but you never know. It's always good to have spare, right? Go ahead and do some inventory checking real quick. Ores and rocks. Here's all our tools. Utility stuff. Should probably. Oh, that's saltpeter. Yeah, we can stick that saltpeter in there. I need to make a door too, so let's make a door. Right? Let's actually make a door. We only need one for this place for now. Eventually, I'll turn this place into something a bit more, but small things at a time. Okay, still got a little while on that. I guess while that heats up a bit, I'll take a quick movement over here and okay. Now we'll just kind of head back over here. It should be at least decently hot, right? I don't think it should be too hot yet. Okay. It's almost there. Okay. We're gonna wait for this to turn, let's say, orange before we start working on it. Okay, that's about good enough. Not quite orange, but it'll do for now. I'm just partly impatient. Okay, hit, not last. There we go, and shovel head. Stick a stick on it, and boom. We have our first metal shovel. Not that it's going to be too much use, but hey, shovels, right? Okay. So, we've got a small area set up for farming, but it still could be so much better. So that's going to be our goal for right now, is hopefully setting up for a farm. Now later we're going to have to get a metal hoe to actually work it and till it, but that's a ways down the line. So we started over here. Let's keep this up. Okay. I'm gonna dig. We need a pretty sufficient farm. So that's a thing. Let's see. Right now it's only me and Try, but the more people that join us, the more food we're gonna need. Not only that, but having some reserve isn't gonna hurt anything, right? At least I don't think so. Okay, well, one thing you guys need to know is in TerraFirmaCraft, when you're doing farming, because I know we didn't get around to it last time, one of the things that has to happen is you have to have water. Like, there's actually no way around it. You have to have water. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to dig trenches from the water that are basically going to keep our crops well supplied. That's the idea anyways. Okay. I want to say that lessened my workload. It really didn't. Okay. Look at this shovel. I mean, this thing is working so much nicer than a stone one. Stone one will have been long dead by now. We also got to dig out a mine, and there's so much to do. So, I guess to kind of make small talk, why do we want to mine? Why don't we just, go looking for ore on the surface and then dig it up? Well, there are actually some ores that don't show up on the surface. One of which is coal. We got kind of lucky with that one. But another issue we have is, well, there's going to be coalite with KOA and graphite. Those won't actually show up on the surface, but they do show up in specific rock. So what we need to do is we need to find said form of rock and pretty much just test it, dig through it, look for it. We might find a lot, we might find a little. It's pretty much just I guess you could say it's a roll of the die. Aside from that, yeah, so we gotta mine, we gotta get a farm going. What else? We gotta get a better stable and all that going. So one thing we might want to do and consider is possibly horses. Okay, this should be good enough. So now we dig up all this gravel. There's not a lot you can do with gravel. I mean, I guess we could build like roads and stuff out of it, but that's just nasty. Me and a bunch of my colleagues just absolutely hate the gravel roads. It just, I don't know, never sits well with us. Couldn't completely tell you why. Okay. So one thing you want to be careful of is nutrients level in dirt. So right now the dirt I'm placing down is completely fresh, which means it has no nutrients. This is actually kind of a bad thing and horrible for crops. Thankfully we're not going to be starting our farm anytime soon, but it doesn't change the fact that it can still be a problem if we're not careful. Okay. So we want to make this an infinite water. Okay, so it does 3 across. So 1, 2, 3. We want to go this way. There we go. Okay, that's too far. Alright, so we want this right here, which means the road to basically access the farm is going to be over here. Sweet. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3. And boom. And then 1, 2, 3. And there we go. Technically we could do like sizable things of 6, but I don't know. I like this pattern better. That's just me personally. Okay, then we want this tree gone. We do want at least a couple saplings. These are special trees we bought from our old home, so a couple of trees couldn't hurt, right? Right. Okay, and we got one. Are we not getting any others? Guess not. Eventually we should make a scythe. With a scythe we should be able to get like lots of grass and lots of leaves down all at the same time. Definitely makes cultivating a lot easier. Okay, and boom. So we've got a decent little farm here. I've managed to make a new shovel, which is damn near halfway already done. What else do we want to get done? I said something about a mine, right? So I guess what I could do is I could take some oak and make some supports. We had that one cave in that one time, so maybe we'll just go caving for a bit. Let's see. I believe it's 2 logs next to one of these. Oh, yep, there we go. That gives me a pretty decent amount. Okay. And then we bring this over here. Sweet. Okay, guys. We're gonna go only as far as these supports will last us. Since we had to kind of backlog a bit, my little hole is more or less gone, but that's okay. Stuff happened. Oh wait, no, it's still here. Let's dig down a little bit. Okay, so here's how we're gonna play this. I'm gonna set up support beams that are basically going to hold one area in place, and then we're gonna dig down a bit. At least, once again, that's the idea. We'll see how well it goes. So there we go. Okay. And we want to dig this a little bit out. So I know this is one that I haven't gone over in the tutorial series. If you guys are actually watching this particular show, then take it as a tutorial for the time being, right? What you want to do is you need to carve out 3x3 areas. Since we've already got 2x2, that's not too bad. But essentially we're going to do 3x3, mostly because we want to be able to move around pretty freely. So first things first, we got these. Now to make sure that if there is a cave in, I'm not going to get completely boned, right click, boom, boom. We'll just put them in front of these torches. Huh, that's weird. Not sure what's stopping that. Maybe it's the torches. Oh, that shouldn't be right. Let's find out. Huh. Okay, well, whatever. It's up now, so that's a thing. Okay. So this is where things start to get dangerous, because I could easily screw this up and just die. Well, isn't that a nasty little bit of business? Great. Well, where'd my entire tunnel go? Oh, did it break the supports and everything? Oh, jeez, oh. No? Something's still there. Oh, I see what happened. See, the supports actually held, but because there was no crossbar, it just... Oh, man. And I'm gonna have to plug up that stuff up there. Great. Whoa. Okay, so I guess we're going for option 2. Yeah. So I thought, don't take this as a tutorial. Okay, here's option 2. We put these down and then crossbar overhead. There. Oy. Oh, jeez, look, it went all the way down. Oh, what a problem. Okay, well, we'll just have to deal with the consequences of our actions, right? That's the way everything works. You make a mistake, you deal with the consequences. It's just life. In a nutshell, anyways. Okay. So, basically, the dirty way of doing this is you dig into the wall like this, and then after you've dug in, you place down your support beams like this. It's not the greatest way of doing business, but it works. So, it's a thing. Okay. Bit of a cave-in, and a bit to fix, but, it'll work? Weird. Oh, because of support beams. Interesting. I guess since the support beams are up, we don't have to worry so much. Well, isn't that just useful? There is an optimal way to do this, but honestly, I'm a bit more worried about actually keeping things together. Oy. Okay, so we'll clear this area a touch. And there we go. It's not the greatest setup, but it's holding. That's the important part. And we want to make this into a mine, so this is how we do it. We're basically going to dig down and kind of make a stairwell. Okay? It's not the greatest thing to watch, I'm sure, but honestly, this is just the way we do stuff. Let's see. Here's a question. Would you guys like to see an armory as well? It's something I've been playing around with, but we can make armor stands and things like that, right? So something I've been kind of toying with in the back of my head is the possibility of building an actual armory. So as we progress to the different ages, we'll go and we'll basically put armor up to kind of keep track of how far we've come. So we'd start with, like, say, leather, right? And then we'd make a copper set of armor. Then we go into a bronze set of armor. Doesn't really matter what kind of bronze as long as it's bronze. Then iron. Then steel. Then we'd go into, you know, our blue steel and all that. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. It'd be a great way for us to keep progress, and it will mean the series will not end unless we manage to complete the armory. Not only that, but it's kind of fun to show off that badassery, right? Okay. Jeez, so much stone. It's starting to get dark down here too. I should probably carve out an area here soon. Oh yeah, here's a pro tip. Once again, since we don't have an actual tutorial out for this. One thing you want to be wary of is your support beams. If their bottoms are knocked out, then they're gonna topple either way. So just keep that in mind. There we go. Let's get these support beams up first. Then we'll come over here. Alright. A couple of you are probably going, what are you doing? I thought you only had to do 3 high. Well, normally yes, but we're making a staircase. So this one's going to be a bit higher than normal. And yeah, normally you want 3 by 3, and you can see why now that we've actually got the structure together. Okay. I don't believe I have a prospector's pick on me, so I don't know if we got one in the house, but we're about to find out. If we do, we'll actually be able to check for minerals. If we don't, well, bugger all.